what is going on. As you can see, we are tied up to a pine tree. It is officially bow season. And so for those new, I know I have like 80 subscribers now. So for those new, the whole reason I started like doing the whole YouTube was pretty much to like vlog my hunts from where I can hunt in Medina County and then also Bastrop County in Central Texas. So anyways, it's the first hunt of the year. We are up in our stand. If you watched all the previous videos, we're hunting over a little opening that we cleared out specifically for a buck that we call Shorty. Simply because he's literally 6 to 8 inches shorter than any other deer. He's like a little barrel on stubs out here. But I believe we got a picture of him. One picture at night, and go figure, we got a little cool front here in Texas the last week of September, and he moved through the first night. And typically that's what he does. I like to call him kind of like north wind deer. Just cold front. This place, we don't have a lot of deer that live on the property. It's only 60 acres. We're just a travel corridor, and whenever that north wind kicks in on cold fronts, they have to switch their bedding up and they start moving around some. So he came through at night. We got one picture of him. I'll put a little picture up on the video for everyone so they can see. But he also has like a growth in front of his hindquarters. So that's another reason how we can identify him, because he had his head down and you can just barely make out the growth that's on his hindquarters. But this whole area we're hunting right now, we cleaned out during the off season just to have an area for him to chase does around. And this is the first time in years I've been able to shoot a pretty big area. So anyways, pretty good morning. We saw 2 small bucks. This setup is set up for a north wind. So we had a south wind from like 0 to 2 miles an hour. So our scent is probably just sitting up here and lingering. And they kind of boogered out those 2 small bucks. But anyways, that's all the hunting we're going to do this weekend. I got to meet a buddy for breakfast, and then we're actually going to a bow shop. We are giving the old Bear Threat a facelift here. Going to my buddy's archery shop. I'll do a little overview of his shop here in the video, but he's got an archery shop out here in Central Texas that we're going to get new strings, new kisser button, new peep sight. Anyways, we're going to head out to his archery shop, and I'll do a little thing. He knows his way around bows pretty well, so we're gonna actually tune it. And then I also think I'm gonna look at getting a drop away rest, just because the whisker biscuits, I mean, it's a little friction as soon as your arrow's shot out. So we're gonna look at getting a drop away as well. We're doing enough where it's almost justifying getting a new bow, which is probably gonna be in my future here pretty soon. But anyways, yeah, was a good morning. We saw some deer. That's all we could ask for. It was hot, and it's a hike up here, so we were sweating getting in. But hey, deal with it every year, and it's my favorite part of the year. One of my favorite parts of the year. So, anyways, we're gonna get after it this season. Hopefully, I'm gonna be knocking some videos out every week, just kind of doing an overall vlog of what I'm seeing. But it should be a pretty good year. All right, what is up? We're back from opening weekend of bow season. At the end of our video, we went to Axis Archery and got a lot of work done on our bows. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through it here. To start off, I'm shooting about a 7-year-old Bear Threat. I love this line of Bear bows that came out. A lot of it has to do with the double string stops right here. It's very quiet, very fast. I was on the fence about getting a new bow, but whenever you kind of do the math and you run some numbers through, this bow with the weight of arrow I'm shooting, which is very, very light, is top tier. So it wouldn't make sense just to get another bow that's not as fast or as fast as this bow whenever I already have it. So we just decided to kind of put some work and remodel this bow a little bit. So we got the new strings, new custom yellow and black strings. We got a 2-way peep, had a 3-way, but over time you start to notice whenever they install the 3-way peep, you split your bowstring in 3 different areas and 3 strings, and one of those strings is always in your sight picture, it seems like to me. So I want to get rid of that. Got a nose button, same thing as a kisser button, same concept of it, but it's a nose button. Blake recommended it with Access Archery, so we got it. New D-loop, and I'd say the biggest thing is the new Hamskia drop away rest. It's limb driven, so whenever these limbs compress, whenever you pull this bow back, that little Y rest right here will go ahead and pop up, and then whenever you shoot and the limbs decompress, it drops down. That is actually going to give us probably 8 to 10 feet per second on the arrow, simply because I was shooting a whisker biscuit, and a whisker biscuit, you're shooting through that whisker biscuit right off the bat, so that's going to be a little bit of friction for the arrow. So hopefully this bow's a little bit faster. Last year I was shooting an HHA single pin, but I switched back to an Apex Covert Pro that I had just kind of stored away. Not much sighting done needed to be done, other than my arrows were a little bit faster, so we had to kind of adjust up on the sight a little bit to bring them down in. But we're shooting good, and hopefully we have a good bow season. It's going to be a lot more bow hunting videos from here on out, simply because I like to kind of like blog these hunts every year to see what I'm seeing and just kind of keep them for my records. And if y'all enjoy it, thanks for watching. But it's going to be a good year, and hopefully we get to sling some arrows to this thing.